How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson, and for this video, you find me sitting in the 2022 Volkswagen Arteon. This is the SEL Premium R-Line with 4Motion. It has the Moonstone gray paint with the Titan black interior, and with delivery, this can be yours for about $51,000. And in this video, I'll share with you my likes and dislikes about this very beautiful Volkswagen sedan and why I think that this Volkswagen Arteon is the best one yet, so that you have a better idea before you buy. Now, I've reviewed the 2021 model year Arteon before, so if you want to see a thorough review of that one, please click the link up in the corner. The big news about this 2022 Volkswagen Arteon is that it gets the same power plant as the new Golf R. So this one has the 4th gen EA888 engine. It's been tuned to 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Not as much as the Golf R, but it's an increase of 32 horsepower and 37 pound-feet of torque over the 2021 Arteon model year. This Arteon also gets the 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, which replaces the conventional 8-speed automatic transmission. It's one fewer gear, but this will shift a little faster than the outgoing unit when you're really stepping on it. On slower speed situations, I feel like it has a harder time reading your mind, so sometimes there seems to be a bit of hesitation. The only thing missing from this Arteon that didn't get carried over from the Golf R is that trick rear differential unit. This one is equipped with the 4Motion all-wheel drive system with a Haldex unit. The new Golf R has a rear differential built by Magna. They both have great all-wheel drive performance, but the Golf R rear differential unit is more advanced with more actuators and more clutches, allowing that Golf R to have a drift mode option. Now, if you want to see how that system works, click the link up in the corner for my review of the Golf R. So, since this Arteon got some of the Golf R's guts, is it as good as the Golf R? It certainly is quicker than the previous one. This one should hit 0 to 60 in the low 5-second range. That's about a second quicker than last year's Arteon. The transmission also feels more brisk and eager. The Arteon now feels like a more potent sports sedan in the straight line with these two upgrades, whereas previously it felt a bit lazy. Handling-wise, this feels on par with the models before it. The steering is light and precise, and there's adaptive dampers where you can set the stiffness for a more responsive or comfortable ride. However, you won't mistake this for the Golf GTI or the R. The Arteon's longer wheelbase, the bigger size, and heavier weight, that all leads to a duller driving experience in the twisties. What is really good, though, is how the Arteon looks. I still think this is the best looking Volkswagen you can buy right now. The big grille makes a bold statement. I love the daytime running light configuration with the light bar going across the entire front. The LED headlights look great, and the overall presentation is that of a sporty and luxurious car. Around the side, the Arteon has that unmistakable German style. Strong chiseled lines and classy use of chrome highlights. The 20-inch wheels look fantastic, and the profile has that Audi A7 look without the steeper price tag. And finally, at the rear, you'll get the Sportback design. The hatch gives you a lot of storage space, making this a super practical sedan for your weekend errands. Moving inside, the design here is traditional VW. It has a lot of the features that you'll find in the newer Volkswagens, both good and bad. The good: the Digital Cockpit Pro is a 10-inch display, and that's standard equipment across all the trims, and it looks pretty great. You can switch between different presentation styles, from a traditional circular gauge to a very minimal display. The 8-inch touchscreen and infotainment system is pretty good, although it might be considered a smaller display by today's standards. There's wireless app connect, which means that you can connect your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. And on top of that, there's also a wireless charger, so there's no need for charging cables whatsoever in this car. But if you do need to plug in, there's 2 USB-C ports under the armrest. I like that there's still a tactile volume and tuning dials at the ready. It seems like Volkswagen has fully embraced the touch-sensitive buttons in this car. The HVAC panel is all touch-based, as well as the steering wheel controls. Personally, I am not a fan of this design choice. I've complained about it enough in my other videos, so if you want to see that, check the video up in the corner. As for the rest of the interior, the Nappa leather seats are great and comes with heating and ventilation. There's ambient lighting, giving it a more premium feel. And in the second row, there's plenty of legroom at 40.2 inches. And you can also access the hatch area by folding down the armrest. And as for cargo space, here's the benefit of the Sportback design. There's 27.2 cubic feet of space behind the rear seats, and that expands out to 56.2 cubic feet with the second row folded down. Overall, the Arteon is a pretty good sedan that you won't see very often on the roads. And when you do see one, it's kind of a treat because it's a head-turning car. And you won't see a lot of these on the road because it doesn't really sell well. People prefer to drive higher riding SUVs and crossovers. That's a real shame because this car can provide almost as much utility, but with a much better driving experience. And with the addition of the Golf R hardware, the 2022 Arteon is even better than before. I want to hear your thoughts on this, so please leave your comments down below. And as always, if you found this video helpful or entertaining, please consider hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, and also hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime we make a new video. Let's wrap it up right there. My name is Hanson. This has been the 2022 Volkswagen Arteon, and I will see you in the next one.